I had a guy in the back. We were talking. The reason that I've come to terms of figuring out what I really need to do here is because I was talking to him. I'd like to bring out the dog out here. The dog? Hey, he's my dog. He's a good guy. The dog. Okay, the dog. Wait a minute! Ladies and gentlemen, former WWE superstar Rodney Mack! That's not just any dog. Let's give it up for Rodney Mack! Well, I'll tell you, I'm shocked. I mean, I don't even know what to say, and I'm just at a loss for words. So apparently you had a conversation in the locker room that may have changed your outlook on life and wrestling with this man, Rodney Mack. Rodney, welcome to Ringside Championship Wrestling.
Well, thanks, guys, and it's just great to be here in RCW, and I just can't wait to get out here and show all you fans, man, just what the dog still got in store for you. Right here in Truman, baby.
I tell you what, well, Dynamite sitting out here and says you gave him a lot of advice. Just kind of fill us in on what some of the advice you gave him. What were some of those words of wisdom and confidence?
Well, you know, I've been watching the kid, for a while, and he's been around. And man, I like his work, and I just keep telling him, keep working hard, kid, and man, just stay in the ring 7 days a week, and that's what it takes, man, and he's been doing a real good job. Yeah.
Okay, any other advice you'd like to share with him here that maybe you didn't get a chance to say backstage before we brought him out?
Oh yes. By the way, man, there's one thing real important, man. Real important that I forgot to tell you. Never ever in this business, never trust anybody.
What?
Eastern Arkansas know nothing about. And Ron Rage, what you had was what I like to call luck. And whenever you stack the deck against me, against guys like me who have had the better life, I can't help it that my parents have paid for everything. I cannot help it that I didn't go to a community college. I cannot help it that I went to a private school. I cannot help it that I live on a lake on a condo. I cannot help it that I drive $50,000 cars. I cannot help it that I go out with Playboy playmates and not all these toothless idiots in East Arkansas. And Ron Rage, I'm not going to be able to help it when I take your old lady and make a woman out of her.
Whoa, no, that's enough. That's enough. It's bad enough you're talking that way. We can't have that on KIT, and you got to explain to me what these begging strips are all about.
You can't help it that you're ugly.
Okay.
300 pounds anyway.
Ron Rage, your time's coming, old man. Is there a nursing home around here? Is there? Huh?
He's not old at all. He's right in the prime of his career, and you know that.
Ron Rage, I'm in the prime of my career. Shady Pines Nursing Home better get that room opened up. You know what? I'm even going to get my assistant, Grace, to call down there, and we're going to get you a room. We're going to get you the biggest, most comfortable bed for your fat, wrinkly butt.
Here on KAIT TV-8 Jonesboro. On an innocent John Michael Worthington looks like he grazed that top steel post. Ron Rage, that's the redemption. Ron Rage just hit the redemption, and if he is able to gather his thoughts enough, clear his head, make that cover. Come on, Ron. They got to feel for Ron Rage all he's went through this entire evening, that attack, and now he's trying to make the cover. Make the cover. What are you looking at? Oh, don't tell me. What's he doing here? What is he doing here? He needs to get, referee said you need to get out of here. Ron Rage saying, I've got a piece for you, brother. Oh, look at that, yeah. Oh, man, no. No, not like this. Not like this, don't tell me. Unbelievable.
Wrestling fans, this is a TV feature contest for RCW Late Nite Wrestling on KAIT TV-8 Jonesboro. One-on-one with a 30-minute time limit, your referee, Tom Simon. Introducing first, he is accompanied by beautiful Bobby Eaton. He is working at the Midnight Gold from the dark side. The Golden Boy, Grantha.
That's how you do it right there. The greatest tag team.
Tennessee, this is Stanley.
Here you go, wrestling fans, another exciting edition of RCW Late Night Wrestling right here on KAIT TV-8 Jonesboro. Thank you for staying up late with us here tonight on Saturday night, Sunday morning, or thank you for setting your VCR or DVR, however you watch us. If you're watching us on YouTube, thank you very much for being there as well. This one should be an exciting contest. You have two great young athletes, one Golden Boy Greg Anthony, accompanied by his oftentimes tag team partner, beautiful Bobby Eaton. They make up Midnight Gold. Opposition, Stanley. Stan, longtime partner of Derek King in Hot Topic. He also sometimes teams up with Chris O'Neal. They together are known as High Stakes. And Golden Boy now saying, get him back. He's obviously playing a little psych-out job here with Stan Lee, but these two know each other real well, go a long way back. At one time, were as close as brothers, but that is not the case anymore, as Golden Boy Greg Anthony at points in time has shown his true colors as it relates to Stan Lee. As a matter of fact, approximately 13-14 months ago, these two were in a brutal war that saw Golden Boy lose his hair. Golden Boy is not always been the shortcut that you see on top of his head right now. In the past, he had the long locks, and those were destroyed courtesy of a hair versus hair match with Stan Lee in Ripley, Tennessee for the Elite Wrestling Entertainment Organization. And that war, that hatred is carried over even a year or so later as these two go one-on-one for the first time in Ringside Championship Wrestling. Collar and elbow tie up again.
Let's go.
Stanley backs him up, and now Golden Boy again saying, come on, referee, get him back. Referee counting as we're here in Truman, Arkansas, the Truman Recreation Complex. As always, thank you to all the fans who spent their hard-earned money and came out to enjoy Ringside Championship Wrestling live in Truman, a great town, and sometime down the road we hope to make a return to Truman. We also have news tonight on our return to Augusta, Arkansas, where we were just at a few hours ago. Hopefully some of you that were in the house in Augusta at the National Guard Armory stayed up late with us to enjoy Ringside Championship Wrestling Late Night. As we had a good time, as always, in Augusta, thanks to Mayor Jimmy Rhodes for being in the house. Glad to see him there. Glad to see all the great fans that travel with Ringside Championship Wrestling. As Golden Boy again complaining about the situation. Stan Lee not really showing it too much. You can maybe look at his eyes and see a little bit of frustration starting to set in now.
1, 2, 3, 4.
But as I mentioned, Augusta, we're going to return to Augusta Saturday, May 29th. We'll have more details actually next week, but Saturday, May 29th, as part of Augusta Days, it's going to be a chance to see a handful of RCW superstars in action, absolutely free. That's right. If you've never given Ringside Championship Wrestling a chance live and in person, this will be your chance to do so at the affordable price of nothing as part of the mission for the Augusta Days Fair. I don't have all the details on that admission, so I am going to find out. I'm not sure how it all works, but I'm going to get that information from Mayor Jimmy Rhodes and the organizers of Augusta Days, and I'll have that information for you next week. Still plenty of time to prepare. We're going to be there. It's going to be a Saturday afternoon affair, so we want you to come out, enjoy some great wrestling, and then enjoy all the music and fun and live entertainment that is there each and every year as a part of Augusta Days. Golden Boy Greg Anthony now going to get some words of wisdom, some advice from his tag team partner, beautiful Bobby Eaton. And Bobby's asking for a little bit slower count or maybe a timeout. You know, all the little dirty tricks that some of these guys like to use to get the momentum shifted into their direction. Midnight Gold, you know, is our first live event in Truman on March the 5th. When Midnight Gold took on Hot Topic, Stan Lee and Derek King. Stan Lee and Derek King picked up the victory, and then after the match, it was Midnight Gold attacking them, leaving them laying. And ever since then, Stan Lee has vowed that he would get back in the ring, and whether it be with Derek King or whether it be with his other tag team partner, Chris O'Neal, that he would find a way to get some revenge on Midnight Gold. And he's going to try to do it this time in one-on-one action on this television feature match here on RCW Late Night, as his head scissors well applied, but Golden Boy was able to roll wisely to the ropes, and that means a break was called, and Golden Boy going to back out of the ring now and complain a little bit more. Still complaining about Stanley, who has his eyes. Stan's keeping a very close eye on beautiful Bobby Eaton ringside. And you got to do that. You got to be aware of your surroundings out there, or you'll get caught in a very uncomfortable situation, so to speak, especially if Bobby Eaton gets a hold of you. Bobby Eaton, one of the all-time greats of professional wrestling, former multiple-time NWA Tag Team Champion of the world, with multiple partners including Dennis Condrey, Stan Lane, A. Arn Anderson. They were WCW Tag Team Champions. And now he is with Golden Boy Greg Anthony. At some point down the road, when Ringside Championship Wrestling officially introduces Tag Team Championships, you know they're going to go for them. Once again, the ropes referee telling Stanley to break this armbar. And Stan is saying he will. Oh, man! Golden Boy paid for it right there. And Stan is getting tired of this stalling tactics by Golden Boy, who's trying to outsmart and try to sleep. Golden Boy knows a guy like Stan Lee is fast and furious. He knows that he must keep a slower pace or he will pay the price. And right there, he's trying to get a little bit physical with those shoves. And Stan Lee made him pay for it right there. And he's trying to drag him back in now with the leg. And Stan Lee's ready to wrestle. Grabs a side headlock, cinches it in hard. And he is going to try to give Golden Boy one of those cauliflower ears. Speaking of Ringside Championship Wrestling on Tour, we mentioned our return to Augusta on Saturday, May 29th as part of Augusta Days. We'll have, like I said, more details next week on how to get into Augusta Days, all the admissions that are involved. But, again, the wrestling portion is free with at least part of the fair admission. If there is a fair admission, like I said, I'm going to find all that out. But I can tell you more about our next live event that's coming up in just a little while. It's going to be Saturday night, May the 15th in Forest City, Arkansas. That's right, Forest City. Get ready. Ringside Championship Wrestling is coming to town. We are coming to the St. Francis County Boys and Girls Club. That's actually the former, whoa, as we see it cover here. 2 count only. Stan Lee trying to get Golden Boy Greg Anthony right there. Now catches him with a side headlock and takes him down. Forest City, Arkansas is the former Forest Hills Elementary School in Forest City. And it will be Ringside Championship Wrestling Live. We're going to be putting together the card for that in the upcoming week or so. We will have more details next week on that as well. But I can tell you the date is going to be Saturday night, May the 15th. So mark your calendars and stay tuned to RCW Late Night Wrestling right here on KAIT or on YouTube or RCWWrestling.com. Our good friend Brian Tremble, his website, Wrestling Riot, RROnews.com. However you watch us, we thank you for doing so. And be sure to watch us again next week when we give you an update on RCW coming to Forest City May 15th, RCW at Augusta Days on May 29th. We'll even have more information. Hey, I'll go ahead and spill the beans. We're coming to Wynn. We're coming to Farm Fest in Wynn, Arkansas. My good friends. And look at that lady. She well, as one fan got a little we encourage you not to get that close to the ring normally. We'll probably security guard's going to give her a little earful there. But one fan liked to shout out there against Golden Boy Greg Anthony, who now almost sacks Stan Lee up at a cover. The man, Wynn, Forest City, everywhere. Ringside Championship Wrestling is coming to your town and coming with a vengeance. If you want to see the best in professional wrestling, you look for Ringside Championship Wrestling and the 3 letters and the RCW logo. Stan Lee with a drop kick connects hard on Golden Boy, who slides out for cover and is looking for beautiful Bobby Eaton right now. And now Bobby Eaton saying he threw him over the top rope, but that's not exactly what happened. There was no deliberate throw of the top rope. Deliberate throws could be potentially grounds for disqualification. Of course, that's going to be a referee's discretion on that one. Tom Simon counting and Bobby Eaton trying to break the count up and say things, saying that he threw Greg Anthony over the top rope. Didn't happen, though, ladies and gentlemen. Bobby Eaton sometimes sees things differently than you and I and probably the referee and anybody else in the crowd.
Come on.
Oh, and Golden Boy took too much time to get back to the ring, and Stanley said, let's go, brother. He just slung him back to the ring, and now he's going to pick him up, go for the side headlock again, going to twist in on it. He's just working away at that neck. That must be his strategy. Wear down the neck If you can't turn your head, you can't see sometimes your opponent. And then maybe Stanley can start hitting some of those high-risk, high-impact maneuvers that he is famous for.
No, he did not pull the hair.
Well, now Stanley going to try to sneak in behind here, roll him up. 1, 2. Only another draw. Kick it out to the floor goes the Golden Boy, Craig Anthony again. And Stanley's on a roll. As I mentioned, oftentimes partner of Derek King, Chris O'Neal, but he doesn't need a partner right now. He's in one-on-one action against Golden Boy Greg Anthony, a longtime rival. And we are glad to see this rivalry continue here in Ringside Championship Wrestling. And, oh, the Golden Boy getting pampered now by Bobby Eaton, saying something happened to his eye. Oh, Golden Boy, well, I give him credit there. He broke the count up.
All of a sudden, yeah, good. All of a sudden.
He realizes that Stanley is on a roll. If he wants to stop it, he's going to have to do every little thing like that, break Stan's momentum, because you can see Stan just kind of chomping at the bit to get him back in there. And what Golden Boy needs to do is kind of keep him off balance, slow that momentum down, and get back in there and maybe take advantage himself. Oh, here you can see, I told you, he has had it. Stan Lee now trying to go after Golden Boy. Bobby Eaton got the leg. Come on. I think referee caught the tail end of it there. Fortunately for them, he didn't see the whole thing. As now Golden Boy Greg Anthony goes to work on Stan with those dirty right hands. And now just taking that boot right in the face. Using it now, he's just now sitting on the man, choking him. Come on.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Stan Lee trying to fire back here. No avail. Driving down hard. 2 count by referee Tom Simon. Now Stan Lee to the floor. What's Bobby Eaton thinking about here? Come on, Bobby. Bobby has a chair. Bobby jabs Stan Lee with a chair. Oh, and now just going to kind of lay his arms over the bottom rope like he didn't do anything. Give me a break, Bobby. Come on.
1, 2.
Referee counting Stan. Don't let him get counted out here. This will be a travesty of justice if that happens. Midnight Gold have been doing everything dirty under the sun. Since coming to Ringside Championship Wrestling, let's go back and remember their situation the first night in the attack on Hot Topic right here in Sherman. And then in Augusta, our first show in Augusta, they used the key to the city to defeat Kid Nichols and 3G Eric Wayne. And then Golden Boy trying to quote-unquote pay off a fine by beating Executive Director of Wrestling Operations Charles Casino Kid Mosier. Ended up with Bobby Eaton, they double-teamed Casino until thankfully Ron Rage, Justin Smart, Dan Matthews came in to save the day. And Midnight Gold wonders why they get fined $4,000 or $5,000 for their actions. But I don't think they care. They just want to do whatever it takes to win and cement themselves as the best tag team in wrestling. Of course, they were named Tag Team of the Year by Wrestling Riot online readers at rronews.com. And now Golden Boy measures his man, kicks him in the midsection. Went for a cover. 2 count only going to try it again.
1, 2, still 2. 1, 2, still 2. Count faster.
Telling Tom Simon to count faster. Golden Boy not happy with the count. It doesn't matter. There's this body hug here. He's going to try to take the wind right out of Stan Lee.
Shut your mouth.
Golden Boy telling someone to shut his mouth. Well, that's not going to earn you any fans right there, TGB. Here's some of the fans starting to rally behind Stan Lee now. Go, Stan, go. Again, thank you, wrestling fans, for joining us this week on Ringside Championship Wrestling. What an incredible matchup we have here. Oh, and look at that stunner. Stunner out of the body hug. Oh, and Golden Boy caught him with a knee to the midsection. That ended in a hurry. Bobby Eaton clapping. He's happy with his man, Golden Boy Greg Anthony, and what he's doing here. Golden Boy going to stomp on Stanley some more.
Get off the ropes.
Drives a boot into the midsection.
Anthony, take it off the ropes.
Golden Boy in control this week on Ringside Championship Wrestling Late Night. And, of course, RCW is online at rcwwrestling.com. You can find out when and where you can see RCW. You can watch the show on a replay, or if you get it this way, of course you're watching this right now, courtesy of YouTube. As Golden Boy has just repeatedly measured his man there. Now he's going to do so again and catch him in the midsection with a headbutt. Give credit to the Golden Boy. Tremendous wrestler, one of the all-time greats the last 10 years or so, and now he's just stepping on top of Stanley, who is in trouble. Referee saying, I told you to break it at 4 or 5, you're out of here. Golden Boy measured and nailed Stanley again. But Stanley going to fire back. Golden Boy hits him in the back, and Stanley is down.
I'm the man around here.
Golden Boy talking trash with some of the fans who didn't like what he had to say. Now knife-edge chop. Unbelievable. Oh, and Stanley returns a favor. These two are just pounding away on each other. Look at these two young athletes giving it their all in Ringside Championship Wrestling. The glory, the pride that's involved, and we mentioned these two have a storied past. As Golden Boy now catches Stan Lee, and oh, good grief! Good grief! Drove him right out of the ring and may have cracked his entire rib cage as Stan Lee hit the steel post. That, ladies and gentlemen, was nasty. And I don't know if Stan Lee's going to get up here. Referees count up to 7.
Check it out. Get back in the ring. Check it out, man.
Stan's doing everything. He pulls himself up at 9 and just barely got on the apron.
You got it.
No, this was good. But it wasn't.
Golden Boy was complaining to referee Tom Simon about his count, saying it's too slow. Only Golden Boy would see that. Irish whip now, hard. Oh, look at here, though. Stan Lee, 1, 2. Wait a second now. Stan Lee's going to try a backslide. 1, 2. Golden Boy catching gut wrench now. Oh, man, good grief, into a gut buster right there over his knee. And those ribs that were damaged when Golden Boy shot Stan Lee into the steel post are even worse for wear now, and Golden Boy is just going to try to wear his man down. And I don't know how much more of this Stan Lee can take, as this matchup right now has gone on for a good several minutes. I don't have my watch on right now, but I'm going to say they've been going for 10 minutes plus anyway, 15.
I'll show you Chocolate Factory in my pants, baby.
Hey.
A good 15, 16 minutes.
What do you say, Stan?
Stan Lee doing everything he can to try to reach out, grab those ropes, but he's quite a ways away from them.
No, shoulders weren't exposed. Yes, sir.
Two of the great young athletes in Ringside Championship Wrestling, Stan Lee, Golden Boy, Greg Anthony. You can see this type of competition each and every time Ringside Championship Wrestling comes to your hometown. As I mentioned, we're coming to Forest City Saturday night, May 15th, and then we're back at Augusta in the afternoon on Saturday, May 29th as part of the Augusta Days Annual Festival, and then big action in June, Saturday, June the 12th, another afternoon show as part of Farm Fest, and win more details on all those live events still to come next week on Ringside Championship Wrestling, as Golden Boy could not get Stan Lee to give it up. There's so much heart, there's so much life, there's so much fight in this young man as he wills his way to his knees, and now he's almost to a vertical base. Big elbow to the side of the head on Golden Boy. A second one. Third time's a charm. He's broken up the body hug now. Irish whip. No. Reversal by the Golden Boy. Swinging on this on close on. Look at this back spring elbow. And he knocks Golden Boy down. And man, usually in a tag team situation, I would say this is now or never for Stan Lee to get to his partner. But in this case, it's one-on-one. There is no partner here. as referee Tom Simon applies the count on both men. And Bobby Eaton there, he was trying to poke it. Stanley, who may have slapped at him there for his trouble. And I think referee Tom Simon got a little bit of wind of that. Stanley hurting now. Golden Boy trying to connect, but Stanley connecting in the midsection of the Golden Boy. Repeated right hands now. Stanley coming on strong. These two men are trading fisticuffs right here. Swing and a miss by Golden Boy, and Stanley connects on him. Big right hand repeatedly now. Comes off the ropes with one. 2 count only. Irish whip. Big back body drop by Stanley. Oh, wow, look at that. Looked to me from the angle, it looked like a shooting star press, a standing one by Stanley, who almost got the win now. He's going to pound some sense in the Golden Boy. He is tired of what's been going on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, come along, 8, 9, and 10. Oh, and Golden Boy may be out on his feet. Oh, and he got caught. Spinning heel kick. 1, 2. Whoa, man. Golden Boy very, very close to seeing stars there. Defeat was very, very close. As now Stanley kicks to the ribs. Irish whip coming up. No, reversal. Oh, and Stan catches him with a boot to the face. He's going to roll through. 1, 2, 3. Wrestling fans, don't miss the action and excitement of Ringside Championship Wrestling live Saturday, June 12th as part of Farm Fest 2010 and win at 12:30 in the afternoon. See top RCW TV stars including Ron Rage, Beautiful Bobby Eaton, Golden Boy Greg Anthony, and many more. This show is absolutely free as part of Farm Fest 2010. Fun and excitement, Ringside Championship Wrestling live in downtown Wynn. Farm Fest 2010, you don't want to miss it. 12:30 RCW Wrestling, be there!